Hello everybody and welcome to the Johnny Battle factory floor. This is where the magic happens, whatever that means. We're going to talk today about a word called sew out. And for us that work in the industry, we think sew out's a common word. Sew out, that's S-E-W-O-U-T. And a lot of people ask us on the phone, a lot of our customers, what is a sew out? What's this sew out you speak of? Is this some internal lingo you're talking about? And so what we think is a simple word, some other people think this is a complicated thing, so I wanted to sort it out and explain it to you. So a sew out is a sample. It's a proof. It's an example of what your embroidery is going to look like. So what we do is we sew your logo on a machine. We make a sample of it, and then we take a picture or we scan it and send it to you, usually email, so you can see what it looks like. And if you're using a shirt that has a darker background, like this blue shirt, we'll hopefully, if we're doing our job correctly, we'll give you a sew out or a sample on a dark garment so you can see what it looks like. And if it's a light shirt or light garment you're going to embroider, we will give you a sample of something white, like this, for example. So you can see what it looks like on a white background. So again, a sew out is nothing more than a sample. When you go to any embroidery shop, they'll most always give you a sew out sample. What we do here is once we get your order and once you email us your logo, we'll have that logo digitized. Then we take it to our machines. We do a sample sew out, and then we send it to you so you can approve it to make sure you love it before we start stitching it onto all the garments. Because once we stitch it onto the garment, we're done. Zip, zero. I mean, you can't do anything else to it. It's dead. It's not dead. It's just we can't take the stitches out. It's done. So you have to love it. Or I guess we take it back. So we want to make sure the sample is right. We want to make sure the sample is to your liking. We really want to make sure you love the sample. So here's some examples of some sew outs I brought out. This is sewn on felt or backing or what else do they call this stuff? It's a stability. It's a reinforcement that we put behind your logo when we sew it to the garment to give it more structure. And again, here's another sample. This one's really cool. This is a design that's about 150,000 stitches that we did for a guy's karate gi who does MMA fighting. That was a big, big design. I think the sew out took about, I don't know, maybe an hour to 2 hours to sew. It was a big, huge design. So again, we'll sew this out onto some fabric, onto some backing, onto some stability. And we'll go ahead and make sure that you love it, make sure your colors are exactly right, and make sure the fit and finish is just to your liking before we actually stick it onto a garment, like a hat or even a shirt here. So simply, that's what a sew out is. It's nothing more than a proof. For those of you that get printing done in your business, it's a proof of a postcard. It's a proof of your brochure. It's a proof of your business card. It's a sample for you to look at to kind of show you this is what it's going to look like when we print it, when we sew it, and do you approve it? That's what we want to know. So that's it. By the way, I wanted to throw this in. I came up with this great tagline today for our business, but our staff didn't love it as much as I did. It was stitching your logo to look like a rock star. But they didn't like that so much. They got this funny look on their face, and they're like, so I guess we won't be stitching your logo to look like a rock star or stitching your logo into a rock star status. But if you have a great tagline, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Again, if you have any questions, you need any help, even if you don't use us, if we can direct you in the right direction, we're happy to. Check us out on johnnybattle.com, JOHNNYBATTLE.com. See ya.